Welcome everyone to the finals of Destiny Weekend 2017. I'm Zach.
And I'm Steven.
And on the left we have Eric Wainright and his Rey Double Padawan deck, surprise of the tournament.
Say no more.
And on the right we have Chase Keaten flying with Han and Rey.
So wait a second. I thought Han Rey was dead in Spirit of Rebellion.
So Spirit of Rebellion came out a couple weeks before this tournament, and Han Rey has definitely dropped severely in popularity. It's one of the most popular decks out of Awakenings, and so cool to see it, although I've been a fan of this deck, obviously, playing it a lot since the beginning of the game. And I don't think it got worse with Spirit. I just think that you have to adjust to the new meta.
Everything else got better is what you're saying.
Everyone else got better.
Speaking of things that got better, let's talk about Rey Double Padawan. Jedi Robes going on Rey there, by the way. Just the opening that you got to want every time. Double force. No.
2 force speed. So every time you play an upgrade on Rey, she gets an action. Open with the robes. If you play it on the first turn, you get 2 free shields, which is what we saw. So effectively can just play all 3 right in a row because you're gaining those actions from Rey. And now we have just a really
What's that
potentially saucy. So hold on a second.
No, he's not gone.
So even better, yeah, this is one of the cards in Spirit of the Rebellion making this deck better. It plays Vibro Knife, ambush upgrade on Rey, replacing those robes. This is going to give him 2 actions here. He's going to activate Rey.
Has 1 extra action.
A lot of potential here.
All right,
oh, man, 3 blanks.
Ooh, whiffer tons on that one. That could have been a real disaster, but instead going to get the force speed, take another couple of actions here. Why wouldn't you?
So he has 1 action left. He can use this force speed. This is one of the powerful things that can do. 2 more actions. We'll see what he chooses here.
It's actually pretty impressive how much those dice bricked out just there. Like
pretty bricky.
That's amazing.
All right, and smash, disrupt 2 here. Shutting the economy. Before Eric is even gone, Chase has played 4 upgrades down, gained 2 shield,
has 5 dice in the pool.
All of
has 5 dice
Eric's
in the pool.
Resources.
Smash all the resources.
Here's the cost to this Han Rey madness at this point.
Tell me.
Chase has one card left.
Nobility.
2 sticks here showing on Rey. Chase has a card.
Yeah,
so he gets a reroll.
So because he bricked so hard here, he might. I mean, this is your shot right here.
And
this is what you got to work with on the turn.
It looks like he's going to save that Han die. So he's looking for a money on Rey or Vibro Knight.
Wait. Consider.
Oh, there it is. Rolling it again.
Could be dead.
All right, looks like we got round 2 of Wifferton City.
Not terribly impressive. I think that disrupting the resources on this Rey Double Padawan deck is going to be somewhat crippling to Eric moving through to the mid game because his whole game plan revolves around getting these discounted weapons in at like 1 cost, sometimes 2 costs
on those Padawans.
On the Padawans, and just start to chain it up and really rev that motor. But now we're seeing none attachments, and so they're just sitting in hand because you got no money.
Yeah, and this is an interesting exchange. So the thing about the Padawan that is outside the ability, the first weapon upgrade you put on it, you get -1. Their dice are really solid.
Yeah, they're great little warriors.
So you look here, nothing costing a resource on any of these dice. He's showing a focus and 3 damage. And so he's got a ton of cards.
Yeah.
He could potentially here do like 8 damage.
Plenty of cards. So he could get 2 black, 2 +2s, and another 2 black over there. That's 8 damage, you're right.
That's a lot of potential damage. So if Chase can make it out of this turn without taking too much damage, he's going to be in a really good position because he does have upgrades on the board. He won't have to spend all of his cards next round on upgrades. He's got so much action economy built in with force speed and Rey. Jakku is out, so you can potentially put that DL44 we saw him discard on the top of his deck.
Yeah.
So next turn should be Chase's big turn, but he needs to make it out of this round without suffering severe pain.
And now notice, Chase isn't checking out of this round, holding on to that 2 disrupt on Han. The only reason he's not checking out right now, if Eric wants to get cheeky, resolve some resources, then he can immediately smash them and then check out. So very good sitting on that disrupt there.
And you'll see that's making Eric re-roll here.
Yeah, well, it's making him roll into some 5 damage.
All sticks, and I almost would have been re-rolling one of these Rey dice.
I think I would have been too. But you risk blank being dead, the plus resource being dead, the resource potentially being dead, discard being dead.
But you're
just fishing for +2.
If you're willing to pitch 3 cards to re-roll, you got a 1 in 3 to get back on damage.
That's true. You didn't know you were going to pitch. There goes caution. Here comes 3 shields on the Padawan. What
Great card there.
For this game. What a card, Zach.
Yeah, and it's really great in this Rey Padawan deck because you have so many character dice.
Yeah.
But another thing, the natural counter to that card is on the board right now, Vibro Knife.
Knife.
When it's in on the field, basically, your melee damage is unblockable. So it goes right under those shields.
And force speed going away. First action here for Chase, going to replace it with the Holdout Blaster, getting 2 actions.
All right, and the resources Chase gained last round are going to be really helpful. As we saw last time, had he had money after his rolls, Han has a 3 damage showing he could have spent.
3 more damage, yeah.
And one of the one of the biggest things to me about Han Rey is how you manage those resources.
We're going to get the crack here, by the way. We're going to get disrupt.
We will see. Didn't get it.
See,
got a 2 for no money, though, or 3 for 1.
Would have
3
been
for 1.
devastating. All right, so Eric's got a good shot here. He's going to have
See, it deflects it in that air can.
He's going to have a way into this game.
Kind of unpredictable.
There's the unpredictable.
I like this a lot.
Get it.
There it is. So he's got 6 showing, and he gets an extra shield on Han
Hey, yeah,
if he remembers
where are
it.
your Han shields?
He's got 1 there.
Chase,
He should get another one. See if he remembers.
Get those. Well, I mean, he had one for holdout blaster, right? Yeah.
All right, he got the 1 there from unpredictable.
He redid.
He's replacing
Okay,
another holdout blaster, so he gets double action.
Got him all out.
Potentially getting the +2 here on the holdout blaster, and he got it. He got the +2, Steven. That's 8 damage showing range.
Zach, when do I get to play?
When
is it my turn?
Welcome to Han Rayville. the Ville where you don't get to do anything.
Thanks, Ray. Okay.
So he's got 6. Oh, it's not 1 for 3. I miss.
He's got straight up just 6
damage.
6 guns showing. You got to take that while you got it. You just hit Ray with this, right?
I'm pretty into 6 on Ray. She's down to 4 health. You've got a 1 melee showing, and so like you could easily get that to 4.
And look, you got 2 resources as well. Chase's dice, just some solid options here.
And
there goes
here
the lightsaber.
comes the Padawan.
And that is why I think you don't focus on a Padawan early.
Whoever you hit that first action is getting a lightsaber.
Yeah, that 6 damage shot, definitely smart to put it on Rey instead of one of these Padawans.
And I love the nice
unpredictable here. Gonna get a shield, doesn't need it, and even more money. Same idea.
And I think this is right. You just take some money. Just do him 1 to Rey.
Just 1.
Controlled. So the thing about this Rey Padawan deck that's so awesome to watch is they get these upgrades like a lightsaber in, and very quickly those lightsabers turn into like no money.
Oof.
Not excited yet.
I am excited though. I like seeing those sticks.
Those upgrades quickly become like 1 with the Force. Mm-hmm. And Padawans with 1 with the Force are obnoxious.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would love to see that in the movies at some point.
Oh man.
Just 1? All right, so we're stacking up some money here, though. And the key thing here is going to be, can we get Han out of this game?
All right, trust your instincts. I really like this card. Eric playing it so well in this deck. He gets the money.
Eric's a card draw guy.
You get a reroll and a card draw, so it's basically like a free little reroll.
Yeah.
And it takes an action, which is...
a free roll, if you will.
Free rolling. Gaining the money. So now he's showing 6.
We're showing 6. That's 1 away. Han, of course, has 3 shields, but... That's 1 away from Han being down.
If that right there was a vibro knife,
oh yeah, no joke.
That would have been.
Or this right here.
That's what I'm saying. If the Rey staff he just played had been a vibro knife, it's a insane. You can just nuke Han here.
Well, at that point you have to use those 4 resources on some kind of control. Oh, and that's going to be nice.
All right, focus on a special.
So, do you focus into a resource to resolve?
Do you think that Makashi? Crazy man. So he's looking at what to keep here. Rerolling the 2 that could potentially produce some more damage. That is good. He needs a.
But he's gonna have to transfer Rey into. No, I think your best bet. No, you're fine.
No, I think he's doing 2 unblockable Han. I think that's good. Han there. Just get it under the shields. You don't. He has a shield showing, so you don't want to hit Han yet because he can just put a shield back.
Yeah, you don't want that. Not for maximum efficiency.
That's right.
And now Eric's got choices to make here.
Pitching the deflect, that hurts. That hurts me against Han.
I can't do that.
All right, get some money here with Rey. And this is actually pretty good. He can focus the staff into a 3.
Back into what it was.
And now you can do 5.
Oh, no, he's not. He's going to build.
Oh, my word. What is happening?
He's building.
He's just,
he's probably fishing for that vibro knife.
I was going to say, if this next round, if he doesn't have to deal with those shields, if he can just vibro knife on like Rey, get the double action going.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Gonna get some money.
Oh man,
deal 44. See you 2 damage.
Yep.
Wow. But unfortunately, not able to. He's just gonna use the battlefield there, so that's fine. Totally fine.
See what Eric does here with the money. Just keeps it. Now he's at 4. See, this is what makes me nervous, though, right? You get an ambush action. Han can roll in and just clear that.
Yeah. This is a real problem. So Rey is in death mode here. Jedi Robes comes into play, probably means it's going to get replaced.
Well, he's skipping a couple steps. Jedi Robe getting the shield, and then he had the other holdout in his hand, I believe.
There it is.
To just replace it on top of. So now
we got 2 actions.
If you had nuked those shields on Han, he gets a shield from Force Speed. He gets a shield from the ambush right there.
You would have been wasting your time. And I would love to have the data people run through whether or not it's best to roll Han here or Rey here for 3 damage. But either way, we got 3 on the DL44, it looks like.
Yep.
That could be a dead Rey right there.
Well, and I think the trick here too is that if you don't roll Han in, your turn could very easily be your opponent plays
Kill
Viper
Rey.
Knife on
Yeah.
Rey, takes a double action, and just kills Han before he gets to do anything.
That's true. That's true.
So I think
Get some value.
there's some strategic theory here on why you would go.
That's actually a really good decision point. I like that one a lot. All right, so Han's still sitting on 2, nothing over there. One with the
Force would have been worse.
Over on Padawan.
Imagine 1 with the Force on Rey roll in. Now you get 2 1 with the Force uses.
Did he have 4 to play?
Yeah.
Could he have?
He saved
all
the
4?
money, yeah.
Dang, he did, didn't he?
And Keaten could have stopped that with his smash on Han, but chooses to nuke Rey instead, which I think is the right call.
Yeah, a lot of question marks there. Showing 3 here with the Vibro Knife. That's super solid.
These Padawans, they only have 7 health, and now Eric has a lot of ways to gain shields. But 7 goes quick once you get a board out like this, like Chase has.
There's old Ben bringing shields to the party, just what we were talking about. Looks like Chase is pretty well on top of this one. He's got that tempo behind him. If he can start getting these Padawans whittled down, and of course it's going to be easy. Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy, I think.
A lot of pain right there.
Look at that pain. And even a discard for his trouble. I love that discard on Rey.
It's so good, man.
I think you and I are some of the only people that actually
Use it?
Ooh, discard.
Yay.
Love it.
Yeah, I think it's strong. Eric, let's see what happens here. 3, just going to nuke some shields.
There they go.
There.
There they go.
That's right.
Shields.
Now, Eric still has a lot of dice here. This could be a...
We got 5. Oh, yeah.
biggie.
I'm just loving that special.
2 more into them shields.
I mean, see, but my problem right now, right here, is that second chance has got to be around. You just don't get to this state of the board with Han Rey without second chance being in hand. Replacing the DL44, all for nothing. You think he's got it?
I mean, even if he does, I think at this point you're committed. Like, getting that DL44 off the board is worthwhile.
That's okay, yeah.
And he's got the second chance if he does it. If he does have second chance, you're gonna have to go through it at some point. I'm always take the pain now.
Yeah. You get gas at the dentist?
That's right.
All right. Ooh. 5 unblockable.
Oh,
Show
man.
now. And then another 3
and he's got
to
the
follow
3,
up.
so he's got enough to just get rid of a Padawan here. Wildcats. Take 2 shields.
Take 2 shields.
Can't get rid of the Padawan now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Now,
So you probably clear the shields first, right? I mean, you got no money though. You got no cash, but you can get the cash. So that you probably take some cash and then knock some shields off and then resolve.
I like going 5 here first.
Without anything that can mess with it.
Yeah.
Well, I like knocking the shields off. Just because if you knock those off and then he puts them back on, you still get your 5 through. You at least guarantee 1. So if you had something that gave him a shield or something, it would. I'm not sure that it even matters that much. Old Ben's journal going into the discard pile.
Classic.
Many players rejoice.
Or question.
Ooh, that card in there for rerolls. And there's some damage showing. So yeah, this is not enough for Eric to get on top of this.
Well, I don't think Chase has any cards here.
He doesn't, which is terrifying. No, he does, right down here. Down bottom right there, by the elbow. That's where his second chance is hiding, if I know anything.
Oh, it looks like he just had the money already.
There it is.
Just doing 3.
Secret money.
Hidden.
All right, so there you go. I mean, you don't want to kill that Padawan yet. You don't want that one with the Force to come back into existence.
All right, and just coming up. Blankies.
You probably just take the cash. Yeah, totally. And I really wish that Vibro Knife was in play on Eric's side of the board.
It would be helpful.
Boy, the game revolves around that thing these days, doesn't it?
Looks like we can do 2 unblockable and knock off some shields. It's going to be the end of old Eric's turn here. Oh, no.
Oh, baby.
And so this
Reposty-wosty.
is actually mildly interesting because he can roll that one with the Force back in.
Yeah, what do you get? Max 3?
3.
3 laser eyes?
Well, if you got...
Double focus could do some dads.
You
There's
got
3.
the 3. If
So-
you can get that 2 on the Padawan, he's 1 away from old Han, my Buki.
Yeah, nothing like 1 away. I'm sure
There
they're
goes BB-8.
See ya.
2 MVPs of the deck, and he got a 1.
All right, 3 to Han,
So 3 to Han, 2 unblockable.
and then 1 more. So he should end up at 8 there.
And so that's actually important because now a lightsaber special can just kill Han.
That's true. That is very true. But if he doesn't play, if Chase does not play second chance here, I mean, you just don't mess with it, Zach. You just play it. Why am I telling you this? You know this.
You absolutely don't play games with this.
I already know that you know it because you're the reason I'm saying
knew it.
Yeah, Zorak knew it too.
Zorak knew it.
All of my Han Rey games come down to this moment, and they always play second chance.
All right, he's going to go ahead and roll Han in. He's got another action after this. Oh, my word.
Wow. Alert. Red alert.
9?
9 damage.
That's just enough to win.
That's the game over.
Wow. Max roll on Han. Send it to game 2.
Han goes Godfather style.
This is a best of 3. So now Eric, coming into this, the 1 seed undefeated,
Can you believe that
is
game?
on his back foot. And he's going to have to win 2 more. Yeah, Steve is just in shock right now.
All right, Secret Facility now switching battlefields over to Eric's. That was nuts.
Yeah, and so one of the things about the best of 3 is if you lose the game before, then you get to
Play another one.
Check the next battlefield.
Right.
Choose it. So if you choose User, go first, which we'll see. And Eric now starting the game, 2 upgrades. He gets the 1-cost Vibra Knife for -1 on the Padawan. Ben's journals entering the fray. Gonna do some serious damage with that journal.
Oh, that's nuts.
And he has another action. He had the ambush on the Vibra Knife. Rey gets the extra action thanks to her ability with the journals. I'm not sure what he did with his extra action. Maybe he just passed.
Just passed it over. Maybe forgot about
Maybe forgot. I don't know. Double action here with Rey on the Vibra Knife.
Oh, no, yeah, because he didn't play. He did have another action. That's right.
I'm no math keeper here, but
get the abacus.
Let's see. So the scorekeeper's at home.
Vibra Knife coming out.
That's pretty good. 2 damage and a resource on Rey. I like when I see pretty much anything that's not plus on Rey.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed by now, I don't know how much you guys have been playing at home, Spirit of Rebellion, but that Vibra Knife, that
real.
is tail of the tape right here. That is what this is about.
Here comes Rey with her journals. Let me read you something.
Let me read you a resource. Boom.
Hey, making the money right back.
Getting that
or
marketing
drawing
degree.
a card. He is a card draw fiend, that Eric Wainright.
Would you trade a resource for a card? A lot of times I actually would.
Depends on what's in my hand.
But
I like that 3 showing on Rey.
let's also not forget that Rey came to party.
And now it's unblockable. Oh my word! 6 up front unblockable damage.
Ugh. Dang.
I like seeing it. All right, here comes Han.
And no control. Okay, so
well, you spend your money on the
6.
upgrades. All right, 2 and a resource here showing.
Is your blog going to be published by the time this goes up?
Yeah, sure is. I'm hoping it goes up today.
All right, sweet. Here comes the Padawan. So go check out that the writings of my co-commentator,
Old Ben Kenobi.
Zach Bunn.
Yeah, have a big Han Rey.
A lot of thoughts about Han Rey on that one.
And resources and damage, really, just the whole thing. So, incredible opening.
That's really strong. I mean, you have to love...
From Eric.
You have to love it every time that Han takes damage like this early.
And, this is what is so important about that Vibra Knife, because Han has 6 damage. He only has 4 left.
Actually, Zach, I'm only now appreciating how much worse Han is with Vibra Knife in the meta.
He is a lot worse, yeah.
Just a lot worse.
Because those shields just count for nothing.
At least Qui-Gon, you can do something with your shields that isn't wait around.
Yep, 100%. Eric here gaining resources in place.
There he is.
BB-8, hero of the resistance.
Get that horn ready.
Yeah, give me the air horn. Here he comes.
And look at him coming in right alongside these
And a
Padawans
resource
cracking
smash.
a resource. See you later.
And he's just getting started.
He's
He'll be rolling around all game.
Rolling. So we've got, we now have the game of BB-8, Ben's
I
journals.
love this. Look at this. So he is replacing the Vibra Knife, which is intense, but that Padawan is almost dead. So if Padawan dies, you just lose that money.
That's true. Because Han can easily do 3 at the start of this turn, especially
So can
now.
Rey. Rey can do 3 here so
especially
easy.
now. So that's smart. I hate to give up the shield degenerate potential.
Of the old Vibra Knife?
Yeah, because, Han's on 3 now, and you just need to plug it through.
And Eric's keeping that hand
Look at this field, though.
close. Compare
7 dice.
Compare this to last game.
Oh, fast hands coming into play
Right?
here.
Where Han goes first, smashes money. Eric doesn't get upgrades. And this time, it's off to the races. So I'll be curious to see how the resource and damage curves play out in this.
There's 2 and 1. So doing 2 damage to the patty.
All right, down to 1. That's a single riposte away for some real heat. What you don't want is Padawan to get to roll in, use the lightsaber die, and then move the lightsaber.
Yeah, you can't
So
have that.
nothing happening here.
All right, that's
you can
fine.
chill. But I'll tell you what would be brutal is if you
Is
had
that repost right there?
well, repost or like an ambush upgrade on Rey. He's got that holdout blaster in his hand. I can see it.
No.
So that's some magic waiting to happen. If you have riposte, Chase, play that card. That's another card. Anytime you can get a kill,
kill it.
get it. And anytime you can play a second chance and you're within kill, do it. These are the rules of Destiny. Unquestionable.
Don't change targets. Always go for the kill. Just get it off the board.
All right, here we go.
Holdout blaster.
If he ends up playing a riposte, I'm going to be sad.
Do you just focus into the special?
That's what he's doing.
Absolutely.
And just 2 to Han. Give me, because the lightsaber, if he dies, the lightsaber moves.
He's going to get
it.
another shot at it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's some good play here.
Han can't die. Han can't die. Chase's game is over.
And now,
if Han dies.
now you're in this weird position of like, you can remove a target, but you don't want to.
Oh, look at that, though. But
4
you so want to.
unblockable
What did we
damage.
just talked about the rules? Always kill. It's 4 unblockable.
And this is it's like
it's like chemistry.
immovable object, unstoppable force happening. It's like you have 2 rules here. It's like Jaime and his throne conundrum. You honor the king, you save the people. I don't know what to do. But this is it. You can't kill that Padawan until everything's activated.
Somehow you can't kill the Padawan, and we're not sure why, but
well, if you kill a Padawan, Han can die.
we know why. I mean, we know ultimately why, but we don't really know why, because we just said the rule. The rule was just stated.
All right, he's switching targets.
We said not switch targets, and always take the kill, and now we're breaking the rules.
Well,
here.
when you got some choices to make.
Sometimes you got to learn.
Here comes the hero of the resistance. With another smash.
Did you take that smash?
No.
No.
He's looking for that reroll. He loves that reroll special. Oh, maybe he is taking this. Oh, yeah, actually, now you're showing 3. You don't want that second chance.
Yeah, you got to take the second chance away. BB-8.
Smash him 1.
You
BB-8.
think he did it? Do you think that he has second chance and that prevented it?
Maybe.
I would love to think of... And look, a resource off of Old Ben's journals.
Just playing the fundies.
Look at these cards.
Oh, man, moving 1?
Oh, no.
Where are we moving 1? To Han.
I have an idea.
Oh, my goodness.
Now he doesn't even have the choice on the Padawan. Now, heaven forbid we have another willpower somewhere.
Well, another willpower would be bringing the house down.
That would be so hilarious.
He's moving to damage. Now, see, at this point, now you can control the Padawan in. Your lightsaber Padawan isn't going away.
I'm trying to scope that hand there.
You only need 4 damage here on Han to pretty much just win the game, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, trust your instincts. Give me a reroll on a card, please.
Not great on the reroll, but we'll take the card. Maybe that's that other willpower.
Or
Would that be awesome?
Maybe. Man,
Just
if he drew another Vibro Knife here.
Oh, man.
Another trust your instincts.
Yeah,
get out of town.
Keep it chaining.
And he's keeping the money. Now he gets a shield. Just what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure exactly what you need. Is that a will? That looks like a willpower.
I think it was a lightsaber.
Okay, sorry. Was it the guard? What was it?
What is happening? Swiftness. So shield on Han next to his ambush. Oh my, he had the riposte. Are you? Oh, he just kills the other Padawan.
That's so good.
But Han.
But Han is.
He has 2 health left. That is a risky play. Man, Eric, you go all in here. Oh, and he's got electroshock.
But he's got the shock.
Oh my word.
But Eric has cards. He can make this happen.
This is intense. Oh, a Destiny.
He's got to hit it.
Yet. Oh, he
just nails it.
No, if he'd kept the resource, he doesn't have the money to play it.
He doesn't have the money. You're so right.
If he kept the money, he would have had this.
So now he's.
And he gets it.
He gets it back.
Oh my word.
That'll be it. Oh, man, the odds.
My, Han out of here.
Man, I got to tell you, man, I think that you hold that electroshock. I think that you don't play it on that 1.
My word.
If it were at me,
yeah,
I'll tell you that. I don't know. That's really tough. Cool play, though.
And so now we have Rey loaded out to the 9s. Oh, this is insane. This is insane, Rey.
So this Padawan's going, and now we got Rey on Rey.
And he's spending the resources here.
Yeah, that's a good habit to get into.
Yeah, especially with that 3 for 1 on the.
But this Rey is absolutely terrifying. Like this is the worst possible.
I mean, he
maybe
unblockable
roll,
on that Padawan. Right now, just showing.
Zach. That is just not the role you wanted. But we may as well kill the Padawan here.
I mean, it's okay. Like if you look at Eric's Rey, not really lighting it up. Gonna go ahead and get rid of the Padawan. Now she gets a lightsaber. So this is a pretty equal fight, except for the fact that Chase had to spend 2 of his dice already to get rid of that Padawan.
Yeah.
And I think going back with riposte in his hand, I would have very much just killed that early Padawan. Oh my.
Mom.
Ooh la la. And this is his deck does this, right? He gets that journal going early or these little 1-cost upgrades, and he'll just hammer out into something like this. He's got 2 actions here. Some serious damage potential.
I like the idea.
Just Jamokes it.
I like the idea of if this goes poorly, resolving those 2 discards and taking those rerolls away.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's right, but I like the idea.
So just 2 damage here on Rey on the ranged.
1.
And they're both in a spot. They got some discards showing at a reroll, looking for damage.
Did we miss a damage there? Or was there 2
He did
shields?
2 on the. There was a shield. He did a 2 with the.
Oh, there was a shield. Okay.
Yeah. BB-8 getting in there to special reroll. So you resolve that, you can reroll that die and another die.
I mean, that seems good.
Free rerolls if you hit the special.
Why are we hating on BB-8?
He's just rolling around, having a good time.
Oh, look at that. Just a terror.
Almost.
Just waiting.
Almost a lot.
Just in the almost
Gonna
zone.
discard the last card here, which looks like a second chance.
It's unpredictable.
Unpredictable, yeah.
Can you not play it without yellow? You got to spot
No,
a yellow
you
character?
can play it. He just discarded it from
for the ability. I thought he was rerolling.
there goes the...
Boy, Eric just needs to hit anything that he wants.
Yep.
Basically. Yeah, you probably hold that resource just to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, 3 damage showing out lightsaber is really strong. Gonna get another resource and a shield. I actually like 2 resources, 3 damage, and a shield.
He's got a willpower in hand, too. Do you think you probably hold on to all this? Yeah. I like this.
Yep. So took 2 money, resolve the lightsaber for 1, for 3 damage, and gained a shield. I mean, that's a 4
That's nice.
4 damage swing, and you get an extra money. Now you're at 3. There's nothing in your hand you can't play.
Yeah, Chase has got problems here. Hashtag problems.
I mean, in a way, but he could do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could do 11 damage with his dice.
That's true.
So, like...
He's choosing not to.
And unblockable. Well, I don't know that he's choosing anything as much as the dice aren't choosing him. There's a JFK quote about that. Don't ask what your dice can do for you. Ask what you can do for your dice.
Man, we're overriding holdout and then another
into
light bow.
another light bow. That card is, I'll just say it, Bugatti.
That is a real good card, isn't it?
They all have specials here, so he could roll in and just hit.
There, you get to these situations where you have to ask, is the extra...
Oh, my.
That's the only situation I have to deal with.
He can do 5 with the light bow and the lightsaber, or he can do 3
He can do
with
both.
light bow and Rey. His one action.
He played
left.
the holdout blaster.
And he's just scooping. We're going to game 3.
We're going to game 3.
All right. Well, there you have it. Ding, ding,
That
ding.
hurt. I felt that one. It's like I got stabbed. It was just so good.
You got stabbed by a light bow.
But now we go back to Jakku. So I think this
We
definitely
finally
favors
have
Hanrei.
gotten back to Jakku.
Hanrei. This definitely favors it. We got the
All
Vibrant
right,
Knife open.
double action.
Everything's looking good.
If we can see the Han double smash here, we have the same song, different verse.
Have you considered...
Replacing with the robes, 2 shields.
Okay, he's going robes instead of knife, huh?
Which I like that when it's holdout blaster. I'm not sure I like that when it's knife.
No, because knife
I'm a
works so
fan
well
of
with
knife.
Rey.
Yeah, it makes your damage so good.
I really...
Rolling the invisible dice here with Rey.
I would definitely rather go robes into Vibrant Knife.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna roll in. If we can get special, we can even get Han in this party. Got the special.
Well, see, but that robes focus
Could be big money.
could really change
All
the
right,
outcome.
double action on the corn.
Here we go. 2 actions coming up.
Let's see what we get.
First one is
My
Han.
heart's gonna sink if this is a disrupt. And he gets it. That's so hard for this deck, as we've seen. Once it's got no money, you're just dealing with an economic disadvantage here.
Is that okay? I mean, should we allow this?
I mean, it's only like a 30% chance, you know?
Every time.
Every time.
30% chance, 100% of the time.
It works every time, because I'm Han Solo.
Yeah, man, it just always rolls. It always rolls.
It's like that because I'm Batman, except for it's Han. Because I'm...
I'll tell you what, I believe in Han a lot more after that first game. He came out with 9 damage off 3 dice.
Yeah, he's a dad.
That's pretty cool.
Insert Kylo
Ooh,
here.
look, all of the money
Not what you want, really.
and a discard.
All right, let's see what Eric does with a blank and a +2.
Well, he really is probably
Oh,
fishing
man,
for
it is
money.
his destiny.
Oh, no,
Removing the 2
awesome.
gets to play something for -2. And actually, the interaction here with the Padawans, he could technically play a 3 cost on the Padawan.
Yeah, he totally could.
And I think he had Luke's lightsaber in his hand.
Oh, are you serious?
And he just passes on it. I don't think he knew, actually, at the time. I think we were talking about this after.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Reduce the
duh.
cost.
And he rolls a money. That's actually a really big deal. He can get that money. If he has another 2, he can put that on the Padawan, and we're off to the races again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Focusing into money, going to collect 3 over on Han's side.
Man, all the money over there. I wish Chase had some more control going on. What's he got, like 2 electroshocks that we've seen?
I saw the Loth cat and mouse.
Okay. Look at
I
love how cheap these weapons get on the board,
we're back.
man.
Back to building the board. You see Hanrei didn't do damage. So it spent the resources.
You have to imagine, did we see a lot of Unkar, like Imperial Inspection?
There was a little bit of that, yeah.
It wasn't really cracking like it is now, though.
Super bouncing like it is now.
Because that would be a real problem for this thing.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think the other part of this deck is it can actually play a 3-coster.
Yeah.
3-cost is safe.
That's true.
So you can play the light bows and the lightsabers, as long as they don't smash your money before you get to put that into play, which they don't really move that fast.
And you bounce the thing off the Padawan, you can always play it back for 1, so that's not quite as damaging as it is against other things.
All right, using 1 with a force reroll.
I hate to see that hit the discard pile.
Well, we're on Jakku. You can always get your force spirit back, discarding the second chance
out. Nailed it.
Which he could have played.
Yeah,
but 3 money, just hanging out.
I think if I'm Chase, I've learned my lesson, and I probably just play it right now.
Well, it's in the discard now.
Well, but he Jakku'd, didn't he?
He Jakku'd before that to get this knife back.
Okay, so he's got to get through this round without Han dying.
He needs Han to survive.
That's a remarkably hard thing to do right now.
There's a lot of melee dice over on the other side of the board.
Boy, do I love seeing Han just take it in the teeth, man. After all this Awakenings meta nonsense.
You helped me test a lot with my Hanrei deck, so you probably are biased against him.
If I'd had 2 Vibra knives, that matchup is so different.
If you'd had 2 Vibra knives, I probably would have been playing Vader. Hashtag Vibra Knife City.
+2/+2 special.
And a double action.
And nothing there. Wouldn't you still like to have that Vibra Knife over robes right now?
Well, he got it back.
I guess you're right.
I don't know what he replaced, though.
Here comes a force speed.
He didn't replace, he just played it.
2 actions happening.
All right. Fast hands, first action, second action, Han. That's an interesting choice.
It is an interesting choice. I think fast hands may be a bit overkill.
I almost would rather just roll in with Han, have an extra action, and you have a reroll with that fast hands even.
There's journals coming down.
Here comes the journals,
again.
so we can write down the progress of this game.
Are we doing it for kicks, or is it the correct thing to be doing?
Well, I don't ask those questions.
I guess you're in the finals.
Hard to dispute.
Probably have some reason to have.
I think it's a 1 of in his deck, just so we're clear. I don't think he's bricking on 2 of those.
I would never do a 2 of unique upgrade like that.
That is an interesting thing to hear you say.
You don't even do 2. I don't even do Luke's lightsaber, any of that stuff.
Yeah, unique is a hard thing to dance around.
Maybe Kylo's though, because
that thing is crazy.
All right. Well, boy, this has gotten off to a roaring slow start, hasn't it?
It really did. Han using a die early to disrupt slows him down. He doesn't have that die to do damage with.
These guys just aren't rolling well.
We offer lessons in this at our local event. How to roll well.
Coming to Tulsa, $20 class.
All right, keeping the focus on the +2.
Roll with a curve.
And there's some damage.
That is. Now, let's not forget that we have Rey's staff showing over there, though.
So we have...
Remember how good that card is?
It is real good, man. Currently 5 damage showing on Chase's side with the focus.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Getting rid of the 1. Going to force us into the focus for probably the Vibra Knife turning into a damage here. But I think step 1... Well, Chase has done none damage. That's crazy.
He's done none. Yeah, none yet. So we're going to think about the gun, then we're going to use the gun. There goes 2 to Rey. Worked the first time, surely it will work the second time.
Well.
And you know that Rey is going to upgrade those journals into some redeploy nonsense.
That's right.
And look at all the money. $3.
All right, electroshock to get rid of him. I don't know about that.
That seemed like a bit early if I'm thinking right.
Yeah, because it's not really showing anything too. I guess the discard on Rey is your concern.
It does keep the damage blockable, like he gets the Vibra Knife out of the pool.
Yeah, that's fair, and he could have discarded that card with Rey's discard. So, I will support that point.
All right, fine.
All right, showing 3 unblockable with Rey.
The thing that the finalists did maybe was right.
Guard.
Right. Yeah,
just
guarded.
shutting it down.
Also a card that if I had...
the Qui-Gon Rey got a little better.
I'm going to rebuild that hard.
You know where the cards are.
I guess I don't even have to rebuild it. I just pick it up and...
Take out the bad cards.
Take out the holdouts, put in Vibra Knives, done.
Yeah. And guard and maybe Destiny.
Yeah, I don't think take cover is still in there, unfortunately. I wish it was. Focus.
Hero of the Resistance.
Would you pay 1 for a focus every turn?
Yes.
Oh, I would too.
The reroll and the focus side. Would you pay 1 for a resource every turn?
Well, yeah.
Would you pay 1 for a disrupt every turn? I'm just saying.
I see. Yeah, I know. We should explore further.
The trick of BB-8 is that your deck has to live long enough for him to get like at least a handful of turns.
Yeah.
So, and this deck does. Like, it has a ton of health. Not a ton. It has a little more than average in targets. You have to shields and all this kind of stuff. So
resolving all those focus.
Here we go.
And then hitting for 4. I like the +1 on the book there. Just a little slamming them down.
Yep.
Just saying.
Just throwing the book at you.
Yeah, justice.
Always wins.
This Team Cap nonsense out of here.
Hashtag Team Cap.
Team Cap. I still haven't seen, I don't think, any of those movies.
Just watch Winter Soldier and Civil War and you're off to the races.
All right.
That's all that really matters. Second chance on Han.
We did it. So we get to see this. I'm glad we get to see this line. Chase playing second chance, of course. In this Spirit meta, not quite as big a deal. You know, you spend 3 resources on nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've sort of felt that way about second chance all along. Obviously, if you can string along second chance with Jakku,
that's really good, by the way.
Yeah, fast hands the smash.
Yeah.
If you can string along the second chance, it's great. But Spirit of Rebellion really upped the consistency of most of the decks in the meta.
Yeah.
And so they can just get Han fast enough.
And it's still about getting past shields. I mean, you know that you still only need to do 9 damage if it's fully second chanced. Now, if the ammo belt comes along and that kind of stuff starts happening, I guess we'll make an assessment.
Ammo belt's when it starts hurting, but even then, it's like second chance and ammo belt don't do anything for you.
Yeah.
Until they really do.
It's kind of like you're running on the treadmill. But meantime, you have Rey with Vibra Knife, Force Speed, and Jedi Robes, right? That are still doing things while you're trying to take Han out.
Yeah.
So it's good.
All right. Replacing the robes.
Robes for robes.
That's what's.
And maybe it should be a reroll, Zach.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're spending a card here on a shield, and you can
it's like a take cover there.
Well, and you can do that later.
Yeah, that's true.
Like after you've spent the robes die, you can do that if you don't need to reroll it. So committing that card early, I think the timing that's a really big deal here.
Here's the Force Speed. You get in the habit of it though, you know? You just get in the habit of playing things and then rolling, especially with Rey.
All right, gonna willpower 1 to Han.
So that card's still good, I guess.
Willpower is, 1 for 2 damage effectively is always good. And under shields.
1 for 3 is even better.
1 for 3 is better.
Under shields.
What does that?
Nothing yet. What is that card?
Backup muscle?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's 1 for 3 under shields. But it takes 3 turns. Destiny doesn't last 3 turns these days.
That's true.
That's wrong. It's 3 to 4 turns normally. All right, Brick.
Well, I'm telling you what, this game, these guys need to start rolling better.
Well, and I think unpredictable.
That'll be a start. Get that Han shield. There we go, nice. Chase a good player. He catches that stuff. Oh, hello, Yahtzee. What do we got? Okay.
Got a 1.
Got the sticks here.
He's got another action, so we can do 2 unblockable technically.
Or try to hit that. Do we have any rerolls?
He has a couple cards. You see the stack over by his elbow.
Okay, there it is, yeah.
All right, 2 unblockable to Rey. Now we're back to 6. And that 1 damage move, I mean, if he's got a riposte in hand, that could have been a see you later Rey, but not anymore.
It's true. And that would kind of hint at why the robes maybe came out early, just to set that up.
That's true. But it could still come out right now.
That's true. You can still replace it and then replace it.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah. But, oh, man, no, maybe rethinking this one. Don't you love it when you see, and we've all done this, we've done this. You play the thing and you're like, in your head something has happened, and then you look at reality and it's like, wait a minute, no, there's only 6 over there. I've made a mistake.
There's been an error.
But this is fine. This is fine.
Man, 1 short and willpower really showing its power here.
Boy, would you like to see like a Han willpower over there to Rey? Nuts.
All right, lots of rerolls happening with a focus on BB-8 and just getting some damage. This is going to be intense.
Yeah, there's more damage. So we got 3, and we're showing 2 and a +2 on Rey.
And you can focus into a resource with the BB-8.
Got the shining sun there as well.
So you're just doing 2 here on Han, unblockable, getting rid of second chance.
All right, now you can notice, by the way, the crowd has completely stopped talking.
I was here. Everyone starts watching this game.
Everybody started watching.
Game 3, this is it, the whole weekend on the line, getting the money, showing 5 here, gets rid of Han.
That's so significant.
And hasn't even lost a character.
Yeah, 1 short on Rey, though. And you know what we found? Once Rey is out of here, those Padawans drop. He dropped.
They are low in health, especially when you have the Vibro Knife on Rey and you can just get right under those shields.
This...
Gonna claim put fast hands on top.
No way.
I don't even think it's worth putting on top.
Why would you... I guess you replace force speed with it, but no. Oh, man.
There it is. He can shift
He's
to
got
the
a focus.
+2
He's got a
on the
BB-8
Vibro Knife.
focus.
Yep, there's the BB-8 giving us 2 extra damage here.
Wow. He's doing work.
And
He or she, I guess. We technically don't know.
BB-8?
Yeah. Technically don't know. I saw a long discussion about this. Trust me. Technically, we don't know.
So getting rid of the force speed for fast hands.
Okay.
Which, a couple reasons I don't like. I get that it lets you resolve a die before your opponent can do anything, but none of Rey's dice are exactly doing some serious work here.
I think more specifically, we're going to need a reroll here, right? Like I would probably try to hold those cards for rerolls. There goes Rey.
Now, the one there, the immediate resolve, does allow him to nuke Rey.
That's true.
So Rey can't ambush on like a redeploy
Can't
asset
deny
in
it.
2 actions.
You can't deny it.
Chase, so that's fair.
Chase has some good retorts to our immediate stream of consciousness thoughts.
It's my only version.
It's the only way I think.
Immediate. 3 on a Padawan. And see, we have a Padawan down to 4.
Yeah.
So how much damage can the Padawans do here? Is it 7? We have we have Chase on 2 resources and a lot of cards. He did roll some damage naturally here, so not having to spend a bunch of cards. Any number of cards I could imagine just being really fantastic in this situation.
I mean, a lot of things like Electroshock here would be really good. Just basic
Do I have to
control.
spot a yellow character for that?
I think you do, yeah.
All right, Lightsaber coming on Padawan for 3, and now it's off to the races.
There you go.
I have a feeling BB-8's about to be the hero of this year's Resistance.
Oh, no way. Look at that. Look at that.
Just showing 7.
Look at that.
Steven has to walk away from this.
Get me away
He
from
literally took 3 steps away.
I'm glad we have these lav mics, or else you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Unpredictable. Okay, good start.
Uh-huh.
That's fine.
No, it just turns that into a 2 over there.
Yeah, but that's dice he's going to have to spend. It could have been worse, right?
It could always have been worse.
Oh, a disrupt on BB-8. That could actually be important. This is where a mind trick would be just swoosh town for Chase.
Yeah, I'm going to disrupt it. I wonder if that mattered. I'd be tempted to re-roll that BB-8 with a couple other things. There's
a lot of things that can't happen once they only have 1 money, though.
Okay. So we're seeing 5 unblockables so far. Not that the unblockability matters.
Trusting your instincts, going to re-roll and get a card. There's a 1.
There's 1.
We're getting close.
Now, see, if we have BB-8 this whole time, Zach, I think we have a chance to get a focus or just turn. And we have, is that a willpower
That is a willpower, but no money. He's got a money showing.
So that's going to be the final one.
Well, he wants to, that Rey staff cost of money.
Oh, yeah.
So he's doing 4 to Rey. He's going to get 1 away. That willpower next round will be enough if Chase doesn't pull off
a miracle.
Well, if he can just defeat the Padawan, there's no damage to move over, technically.
That's true.
But he's going to have to pull out a miracle to not die.
All right, there's 9. Wow, the silence is deafening.
Here, there's no sound in the audience. All right, end of round.
Gets rid of the raised staff.
Now Chase needs some.
He needs a hero here.
Well, I think we haven't seen the DL44s, and that can be really important to remove dice. But the Padawan with damage is going to want to go first. He's just playing
more specifically, he's got the ambush coming from it. So that's going to get him those 2 actions with fast hands. So he's got some options.
And the 3 on the gun?
Yeah. So he needs 4 damage right out of the gate here.
Well, not exactly.
He needs to kill that Padawan.
Because Padawan can roll in.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't need. I guess need is a 4-letter word there.
All right, and just nothing town. Going to probably discard to re-roll. That 1 on the Vibro Knife actually pretty important because the re-roll and the raise can easily get him to 4.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does.
You have to re-roll here?
I actually almost like fast hands the 1 and re-roll.
Yeah, then shields can be a problem though.
But if you fast hands, you still get a re-roll, and because you're going to need 4. So he rolls a 3 on the gun. Doesn't. Just blank.
Yeah, and the other problem with getting that Vibro Knife out of the pool is like, if let's say he guards up this Padawan with 3 shields, it's like, well, I wish this was unblockable damage now. Bummer. All right, so Eric rolling in and just sees all the tuna.
And there it is.
That's it.
Huge congrats
Gorgeous.
to Eric. and Chase for making it this far, and thanks to everyone for watching and coming to
What
Destiny
a
Weekend.
series. My goodness. Hey, we've got all sorts of stuff. Saga tokens for sale. If you've seen those out and about, we have those. And then also we do Saga sets coming soon, Empire at War and beyond.
That's right. So
look
stay
for those.
tuned.
Oh, and box subscriptions. We've got subscriptions for boxes too, which is awesome. So you sign up and we send you boxes as they release.
Which is nice because you don't have to pre-order them way in advance or keep track of when stuff's coming out. You know you'll get them.
I like it, Zach. All right, until next time, guys.
Keep playing.